On August 14, 1957, a tragic aviation disaster occurred when KLM Flight 844, a Lockheed L-1049 Super Constellation, crashed into the sea near Biak Island, Indonesia, while attempting to land in poor weather conditions. The crash claimed the lives of 58 of the 68 passengers and crew on board, leaving a profound impact on the aviation community and highlighting the dangers of adverse weather during critical phases of flight. The Lockheed L-1049 Super Constellation, a four-engine propeller-driven aircraft, was a popular choice for long-haul flights during the 1950s, known for its reliability and comfort. However, despite its advanced design, the aircraft was not immune to the challenges posed by severe weather and the complexities of landing in difficult conditions. KLM Flight 844 had departed from Amsterdam, Netherlands, bound for Jakarta, Indonesia, with several scheduled stops along the way. The flight was routine until it approached Biak Island, where it encountered poor weather conditions, including heavy rain and low visibility. The crew, tasked with navigating the challenging conditions, faced significant difficulties as they attempted to land at Biak's Mokmar Airport. The approach to Mokmar Airport was particularly hazardous due to the island's mountainous terrain and the unpredictable weather patterns common in the region. As the aircraft descended through the storm, the pilots struggled to maintain visibility and control, relying on their instruments and training to guide them safely to the runway. However, the combination of heavy rain, low visibility, and strong winds proved to be too much for the crew to handle. The aircraft struck the water approximately 1.5 kilometers short of the runway, crashing into the sea with tremendous force. The impact caused the aircraft to break apart, scattering debris across the water and leaving little chance of survival for those on board. The crash site was located in shallow water, making recovery efforts somewhat easier than in deeper ocean environments. However, the remote location of Biak Island and the challenging weather conditions complicated the rescue and recovery operation. Emergency responders, including local authorities and military personnel, worked tirelessly to retrieve the wreckage and the remains of the victims. Despite their efforts, 58 of the 68 passengers and crew perished in the crash, leaving behind a community in mourning and a stark reminder of the risks inherent in air travel. The crash of KLM Flight 844 was a profound tragedy that left a lasting impact on the families of the victims, the aviation community, and the public at large. The loss of 58 lives, including passengers and crew from diverse backgrounds, was a sobering reminder of the dangers posed by adverse weather and the importance of robust safety protocols. In the aftermath of the crash, a thorough investigation was launched to determine the cause of the accident and to identify any contributing factors. The investigation was conducted by the Dutch Aviation Safety Board with assistance from Indonesian authorities and aviation experts. The focus of the inquiry was on the weather conditions at the time of the crash, the actions of the flight crew, and the adequacy of the aircraft's systems and procedures for handling adverse weather. One of the key findings of the investigation was that the crash was primarily caused by the severe weather conditions encountered during the approach to Mokmar Airport. The heavy rain and low visibility had made it extremely difficult for the crew to maintain situational awareness and control of the aircraft. The investigation also revealed that the crew had followed standard procedures for landing in poor weather, but the intensity of the storm had overwhelmed their ability to safely navigate the approach. The investigation also highlighted the challenges of operating in remote and underdeveloped regions, where weather forecasting and communication systems were often inadequate. The lack of advanced weather radar and real-time updates had left the crew with limited information about the conditions they would face during the approach. This lack of situational awareness had contributed to the difficulties encountered by the crew and had ultimately led to the crash. The final report of the investigation concluded that the probable cause of the crash was the severe weather conditions encountered during the approach, combined with the limitations of the aircraft's systems and the challenges of operating in a remote and underdeveloped region. The report also noted that the crew had acted in accordance with standard procedures, but the intensity of the storm had made it impossible to safely complete the landing. In response to the findings, the Dutch Aviation Safety Board issued several recommendations aimed at improving aviation safety and preventing similar accidents in the future. These recommendations included the implementation of advanced weather radar systems, enhanced training for flight crews in adverse weather operations, and improvements in weather forecasting and communication for remote regions. The crash of KLM Flight 844 had a lasting impact on the aviation industry, prompting significant changes in the way aircraft were operated and maintained in adverse weather conditions. The lessons learned from this tragedy contributed to the development of more robust safety protocols and the implementation of advanced technologies to improve situational awareness and control during critical phases of flight. For the families of the victims, the crash was a devastating loss that left a lasting impact. Memorials were erected to honor those who perished, and the aviation community came together to support the bereaved families. The memory of the victims and the lessons learned from the crash continue to be honored through ongoing efforts to improve aviation safety and prevent future tragedies. The story of KLM Flight 844 is one of tragedy, but also of resilience and progress. It serves as a reminder of the challenges and risks inherent in air travel, and the importance of vigilance, accountability, and continuous improvement in the pursuit of safety. By remembering and understanding the lessons of the past, we honor the memory of those who lost their lives and work towards a future where such tragedies can be prevented. The crash of KLM Flight 844 remains a poignant chapter in the history of aviation, a testament to the human cost of progress and the enduring commitment to making air travel safer for all. The lessons learned from this tragedy continue to shape the aviation industry, ensuring that the sacrifices of those who perished were not in vain. As we reflect on this dark chapter in aviation history, we are reminded of the importance of resilience, innovation, and the relentless pursuit of safety. The story of KLM Flight 844 is one of tragedy, but also of progress and hope for a safer future in the skies. The crash of KLM Flight 844 remains a somber reminder of the challenges and risks in aviation history, but it also paved the way for groundbreaking advancements in weather forecasting, communication systems, and pilot training. By remembering this tragedy, we honor the lives lost and continue to strive for a safer future in air travel. If you found this story impactful, please share it to keep the memory alive, and don't forget to subscribe us for more historical insights and stories. Together we can learn from the past and build a better tomorrow.